Wir sind das Dart-Team von Goch. Und Town TV ist wonderful!
Town TV, what a jolly good show!
Well, here we are. Crisp, late November morning, very wintry. Look, it's probably, I don't know if you can see how cold it is, but it is very, very cold. We're going to take you for a wander around, just around the town and talk to some people, really. Find out what they're doing, what they're getting for Christmas, and what they want for Christmas, because a lot of parents nowadays, for like the young kids, particularly teenagers, Super Nintendo, Super Mario, the Amiga systems. You saw that last week on there, didn't you? But we're going to take you around and maybe give you some ideas of things to buy, because I don't know what to buy my brothers. They're a nightmare. 9 times out of 10 it's CDs. I don't want to buy Alan for Christmas. I want to buy him a hammer, something like that, or buy him something that he just doesn't need, like a drumstick. Because I mean, Steve the cameraman, he's easy. I mean, Steve the cameraman, I can buy him a haircut, but he needs one of those at the moment. But no, you don't want a haircut. But we're going to take you around in a minute. We're going to take you around and sort of just basically do some silly things, do some silly shots, as is my normal trait. And hello, Dave. Here you go. It's Dave. Remember Dave from the other market? When I was down in the market before. How you going, mate? How's business? It's good, is it? Better today. See, coming up to Christmas again. It's a recession. Maybe it is starting to lift. I don't know. There seems to be an air of optimism back in the area again. But we're going to take you around. And you might enjoy this one. We're going to do some silly things. I don't know what exactly, but we're going to have some fun. We'll edit that bit. Anyway, we're back on the market stall again. We came down this all day for about 3 months ago. About 3 months ago, we've got to come back down again. It's got some more funny stories for us. So tell me, go on then. What funny stories you got for me?
About the Greek that walked into my shop one day, and she said to me, excuse me, can you make a Greek cross? I said, no, but I can make them very angry.
He's a nutter. He's off the head.
And the Irishman that thought Ratner's was a jeweller's.
Anyway, Dave, happy Christmas, mate.
Same to you.
Have you ever?
Thanks very much.
Have a good one. We'll see you again soon. See you again. Oh no, it's great fun. It's great. See you later then, Dave. Morning. What do you reckon of that then now?
Very good.
Flowers. Well, there you go, flowers. Nice little silk ones. They go down quite well because they never die. And they always look pretty on a table on a centrepiece or anything like that. Come down to the market. These are like £5 for £1. So you can buy 5 of these for £5. They look nice for Christmas decorations. Just a little centrepiece. Maybe even stick them on your Christmas cake if you're making your own Christmas cake. But I don't know, too. I mean, come on. I mean, you use your imagination. I mean, you can stick them in a vase. Stick them up your nose. Well, some people stick them in between their teeth, don't they? But, I mean, but we told you we're going to be a bit wacky today. I don't know what else. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? You've got to phone us and tell us where you want to go. Because unless you tell us, we can't make the programme that you really want. But I'm going to fall over in a minute if I'm not careful. But we're going to have some, I don't know, some fun and games. The new studio opens up this week now, isn't it? This week. It opens up this week. 4th of, hey, morning. the new studio opens up on the 4th. Look at this bric-a-brac. Let's go and have a look through here. Look at that. This man's always stood round it.
Always round it.
Always round by the beef burger store,
Yeah.
aren't you? Looks healthy though, look at that.
Yeah, well, that's
cheeks.
beef burgers.
Beef burgers. Good for him, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
You come there, you sort of like live here all your life?
Yeah.
So how long, not being rude, how long's that?
And
How long have you lived in Andover?
70 years now.
70 years, probably one of Andover's oldest residents, or sort of like full-time residents, because a lot of them come down from London, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, nice to speak to you. Have a nice Christmas. Hope you have a good Christmas.
Thank you.
See you later. See you in a bit. And don't forget, watch us on Town TV. The Guinness Book of TV Facts. Look at that, Benny Hill. Now apparently she's a lot older there than what she is now. What she is there. There's one for the Christmas edit, isn't there?
Let's go tonight.
Where are we going tonight? We're going out with these people tonight. Out with the police. So we're going to be very serious on that one. It's going to be it's more of a serious one than this is. It's sort of like, we do tend to have a bit of a malarkey, a bit of a mucking about, but we'll take you out on this one. We're going to be a little bit serious for a change. So look at that. Do we have to? We don't have to pay for showing that on the telly, do we? No, fine. Okay, fair enough. Head up towards the church. Good morning! What are we filming for? Well, we're filming because we're fed up.
What are you filming for?
We're fed. It's Town TV. You've been up the Chancery Centre, haven't you?
Yeah, loads of times.
Yeah. You seen the Town TV studio opening up?
No.
No?
We're just
Walk around with your eyes shut.
The camera.
It's up in... Look at that, it's Tony Murray.
We're on telly.
There's Alexander Noel.
Miss me.
We're on telly now.
You'll be on the telly later on next week if you behave yourselves. What do you want for Christmas? Have you got the chance to
Telly.
tell your mum what you want for Christmas?
Money.
Money. How much money?
450.
What are you going to buy? £450, we're going to buy with that?
Motorbike.
Motorbike.
Motorbike, yeah.
Motorbikes. Nothing else. Just a motorbike.
And a TV crew.
And a TV crew. You can't buy him. He's priceless.
Video camera.
Can't you do one thing for us and say Happy Christmas to all of you?
Happy Christmas. So weird. Respect.
Every time I seem to be in front of an underwear store, it's women buying clothes, and it crops up now and time again. It seems to be the most popular time of year to actually buy your men's socks, underwear, or anything like that. And it's a bit difficult working at the moment because we've been followed from that lot, the reprobates. They're followed from the reprobates that were down outside Woolworths. They're doing my head in, but it's a bit difficult. But having said that, morning, goodbye, I'll see you later. But they do tend to buy your underwear and socks and things like that for Christmas. And it is 9 times out of 10, it's the women that do it. But this is sort of like, this is such, you probably saw it just now, look. And is that for a man or is it for a woman? I don't know. But it's nice though. Look at that, one size. Hey, what do you reckon, Steve? Do you like one of those? You want one of those? No, it's a bit small for you as well, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit small. Look at that. Yeah, try it out. Look at that. How do you fancy that? See? Alan the dictator as you've never seen him before. But we're going to go, we've got up to, where? Go to the Chancery Centre now. Go back to the Chancery Centre.
Go back to our studio.
Go back to the studio. We've told you where the new studio is going to be, where it actually is now, but now we're going to actually show you. So if you'd like to follow me, or follow the vet, whichever you want to do, follow me this way and we'll show you where it is. You can come past the library, past the butchers, past the jewellers, the bookshop. No, you won't now. Do you recognise any of these places? Some of you might not recognise them. It's going to be quite strange actually for people that don't live in the area. When they walk in and they see Town TV, Andover's television station. Look at that, somebody's put a tree up. You seen that, Steve? Look at that. That wasn't there last week, was it? Where did that come from? If you've got any ideas where it came from, who put it there? If you've got any ideas, give us a ring on 33 555 6 or write us a letter on PO Box 555 or give Alan a call, or myself. I probably won't be in there, but tell me anyway. But if you've got any ideas where it came from, tell us. But anyway, you go past the tree, past Bakers, Clo, past the RAC man, Boots, where you take all our films to be processed on the cheap. 24 hours they do it in, don't they? Or within the hour. And then you come past Took and Travel, and you come this way. And it's quite strange. The other worst part about it is being like from Andover anyway. You've got all these people you know. And then you come past Took and Travel, and here it is, Town TV. We're going to go in now and introduce the show from here. So.
We're at the Andover Garden Centre, and we're going to be talking to Peter, and Peter's going to be explaining to us exactly what we are doing at the Garden Centre. Good evening, Peter.
Good evening.
What are we doing here tonight, and what are we putting on for the public?
Well, basically, we're trying to raise some money for Inkfield School in Andover, and we've got an open evening. We've got mince pies and mulled wine to give away to people coming in, and busily selling as many raffle tickets as we can before 7:30 when the draw's going to be held.
How do you find this time of year? Do you find the trades picking up and people are starting to come in?
Oh, definitely, yes. We're doing very well this year, and of course at this time of the year trade picks up quite fast. The last 3 weeks of the year are extremely busy.
Extremely busy, right. Thank you, Peter. We'll be talking now to Santa Claus. Thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you.
Well, here we have Santa Claus. Santa, you seem to be everywhere this year. You were very busy.
Yes, it's a busy time of year coming up now. We've just flown down to Lapland tonight. We thought we'd put a little personal appearance in for these children for Inkfield School. We must do our bit for charity as well as everything else. But it certainly is a busy time. Lots of games and toys to be made. We seem to be well up on it this year. There's certainly more call for the Nintendo and the Sega this year, which I'm not particularly very happy with. I much prefer the traditional rocking chair and doll's house, but we'll see what we can do next year. And what would you like for Christmas, little boy?
Well, I've been meaning to ask you about that. I haven't received my Ferrari yet. You keep bringing me this push bike. How's Rudolph this year?
He's very well. He's up there rearing to go. We've left him at home tonight to get a bit of rest, and Prancer and Dancer have just dragged me down for this evening. But we should be off home about 9 o'clock time and bed them down and give them a rub down with a nice rag to keep them nice and supple. But Rudolph's very well. He's raring to go, as usual. Got a job to keep him down.
Well, Santa Claus, thank you very much, and look after them little people. Thank you very much. We're just moving across now, and I'd like to introduce you to Stephen Burbage. Here we have Stephen Burbage. How are you, Stephen?
Fine, thank you, fine.
And what are we doing tonight, then?
We just made some mulled wine with some wine that we sell in the shop, and some cheese on display as well.
It's very good. It's very good. Are you going to pour me one?
Yeah, why not? Another one.
I can't wait, honestly. Look at the way he pours this wine. Talent.
No, totally not.
Right. Cheers. Merry Christmas, everybody. Stephen, do you find yourself getting busy this time of year?
Very busy, yeah. It's the busiest time of year for us, yeah.
Right. And you find trades picking up?
Very good, too. It is good.
Has anybody walked by this table yet?
Yeah, so they're picking away at the cheese and helping themselves. Lovely.
Oh, well, thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much. Right, I've come across another interesting table. Excuse me, could you tell me your name?
Yes, my name's Pete Stimson. I'm from Cottage Delight.
And could you explain to me exactly what you're laying out here?
Yes, surely. We're laying out a range of speciality foods. There's no additives, no preservatives, no artificial colouring at all in any of the products. And we're just having a little taste so people can see what the quality is all about.
So all these, what you're laying out here, are all healthy foods?
Well, I think all food is healthy for you, but this, in fact, is guaranteed not to turn you green.
Right, could you just give me a little taster here?
Yes, of course. Look, I would certainly recommend the garlic. Could you pick that up? Please have a taste of the garlic pickle.
Right, I'm going to be very brave here.
It's very hot, very spicy, absolutely beautiful.
Well, I won't lie. delicious. That's very nice. And can you explain how you put this together?
Yes, indeed. What we do, we have a cooperative of producers who produce the products for us, little small producers. We actually label, package the product and market the product. With food of this quality, you can't really make big batch runs. You've got to make little small batch runs to ensure it's as fresh as possible.
So you find trades picking up this time of year?
It's absolutely marvellous. We have a real job to satisfy consumer demand.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Now, folks, you don't have to worry this year about pine falling on your carpet, pine needles. Look at this lovely tree here. A mountain pine, £140. What more could you want? What can I say? My Christmas has just started already.
To shiver in the freezing dark while ice-edged winds are clawing at the naked trees. To stamp with chattering feet and frozen limbs a lonely pathway through the frosty fields. But then to sit contented by the fire while sheets of rain beat hard upon the window. To venture yet again upon the ice, but slowly and with care for fear of falling. To slip and slide across the silver surface, to jump with glee and fall on glassy slopes until they crack and break beneath the weight. To seek at home the shelter of the hearth and hear the raging of the winds outside. Such is the winter, such the joy it brings.
Well, good evening, viewers. Now, this is how you paint a wall. First of all, you've got to get half a gallon of paint. Then take your brush. And one, Missy over here will explain how to get a straight line after 2 glasses of wine. Now, here we have the pink, and here we have the blue. Now, what we do, and I introduce everything. Yeah.
And then we have now to our American chorus.
Oh, film it. Only the lonely, and the way I feel alive.
No, teenage.
I mean, he's going now. Why don't you build me a buttercup ever since you left me down? You were around, I need you, more than ever. Don't ever break my heart. Build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart.
Can't think, can you?
We're just going to go and see some little ones playing rugby, and they can only be about this big, but apparently there's 230 mini rugby players playing rugby. So we thought, on this very cold Sunday morning, we'll come and show you what they're doing. But let's go this way and see what's happening up here. It's a bit like the All Blacks, following England's wonderful win over the All Blacks 15-9. We thought we'd go and see some young England players in action, hopefully. Well, the goalposts don't look so mini, do they, Steve, actually? We're going to go and get a bit near and find a bit of the action with even mini rugby players. So where you guys from? So who's winning at the moment?
We're up. 25.
Do you like playing rugby then?
Yeah.
Prefer it to football?
Yeah.
We're just going to watch the rugby. Here we go. So what's your name?
Neil Modison.
Neil, so what's your interest here today?
Well, I've got two boys playing, one's under 11, one's under 9.
Yeah, right.
Just playing down on there now.
It's amazingly high standard. I mean, how old are they? It's so cold I can't speak. How old are they?
8 and 11.
8 and 11?
Yeah.
So what's the score at the moment?
Not very good at the moment. We're coming in bad second, but they're playing very well. The standard's very high here today, actually.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been watching all the games here, and it's coming on. It's great to see, actually.
That's right. So Neil, how long's mini rugby been going?
Well, they've moved up to the new ground here for Andover. This is the second year up here now, but they have been going for a number of years, I believe.
Yeah.
But obviously, this is it's really taking off in the last a lot of work they put in the last 2 years. The coaches up here, and it's been great.
What do the mothers think? Don't they worry about their sons getting hurt on a very cold, frosty?
I don't think they're more concerned than the husbands, but I think they all, we all enjoy it. It's great to see the kids enjoying themselves and getting out on a Sunday morning.
At least you know you're not down the pub, I suppose.
Not till 12 o'clock. We've got another hour yet.
All right. Anyway, Neil, thanks for talking to us. Come on, Andover, how are you doing then? Come on.
Not badly, we had a good game. How did you do, boys? They're freezing cold, but they did all right.
So what's your name?
Steve.
Steve. So who's some of these guys? What's your name?
Stuart.
Stuart. And what position do you play?
Centre.
Centre. And who are you?
Luke.
You're Luke. And who's scored a try yet? Anybody scored a try this morning? What's your name?
Robert.
Robert. And what position do you play?
I play prop.
Right. So whereabouts you come from, Robert?
I come from
Whereabouts in Andover?
Yeah.
You're in Andover. Whereabouts?
In Amport, I think.
Oh, in Amport you live. Okay. And what's your name? What are you
Liam.
sucking your thumb for? You shouldn't be sucking your thumb. You're a rugby player. How old are you?
8.
You're 8. Do you like rugby?
Yeah.
You're having a good time. seem to be playing very well, don't they? Mind you, they look a bit bigger actually, don't they? Are they bigger? They look bigger to me. They're all under 9. Well, they're big under 9s, that's all I can say. What you're looking at now are some of the, I think probably the colts playing, but slightly older than the mini rugbyists, but I must admit, all of them are charging around with the utmost enthusiasm. And anyway, I think I'm going to head for the bar, so we'll see you later on.
Thank you for allowing my wife and myself to join in your celebrations today. I'm sure many more stories like yours are waiting to be unearthed. Now, it is my very great pleasure to ask Mr. and Mrs. Peter Maxim to step forward to receive this very fine plaque, which is just only one of 5 to be awarded in the whole of the United Kingdom. Do I give it to the man?
December the 1st, and we've just been at the presentation with Peter Maxim at the Globe in Andover, and we've got Graham Gifford, a governor of the Society of Licensed Victuallers, and Archie Elsey, who's a local landlord from Thruxton, who's on the committee. Can you tell me what the SLV do, Graham?
Yes, the Society of Licensed Victuallers is the oldest licensed trade charity within the industry. It's been going now for 200 years, and we look after the children and the old people in need and care that have been licensees for many years.
So, what happened on a local level, Archie? What happens on a local level?
Well, nothing on the local level, but I'm on the committee, a local licensee, and I would like to say at this point I'm very pleased that the Globe has attained this honour. Of all the pubs that entered throughout the country, to come within the first 5 is quite an achievement, and I would like to congratulate them, both Peter and Carol, on their achievement.
Yeah, Peter and Carol have been doing a great job here. It's not the easiest task to run a pub in the middle of Andover, is it?
That's right, and they run a good pub.
Now, Mr. King, what did you think of the ceremony just now?
I thought it was very impressive and very well deserved.
Yeah. So I think 200 years of the SLV is quite an amazing thing to happen, really, and it's nice that Peter here has been chosen.
Oh, well, I am actually deeply proud to be one of the 5 to receive the plaque off of the SLV, and I shall keep it behind our bar with pride. Yeah.
Oakley Cleaners, Andover's foremost independent dry cleaners, and as such, your complete satisfaction with our service is of paramount importance. Mention Town TV, and for a limited period only, we will process 1 item free with every £5 you spend on personal dry cleaning. And remember to ask about our regular customer discount scheme. Oakley Cleaners, Wayhill Road, Andover.
Because I'm going to Barbados at Christmas, I have to get the collection ready that much early because we show at the end of January. So I do have to sort of fit, I do have a sort of responsibility to fit my holidays in around my work program. I reckon I'm going to be a bit inspired by all these sort of, because the sunlight is so harsh in a way, so strong, that all the colours are so vibrant and they jump out at you. So I'm sure that I'm going to have a very colourful spring collection.
To you, the Chantry Centre.
Stores full of gifts and good things, Christmas lights, a festive atmosphere, warm and comfortable surroundings, and of course, Father Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas shopping this year at the Chantry Centre. The Chantry Centre, everything you need for Christmas in the centre of Andover.
Feeling great, it's the Chantry Centre. Looking good.
A few weeks ago, I promised Town TV viewers for some important information from the UN. However, we usually get our information and we respect the sources that we get the information from. And we were told at the very last minute that we couldn't use a lot of the information that I'd collected. But this has just been released and we are able now to tell you some of the things that we couldn't then. This is a very interesting document that was sent over by Colin Andrews from Connecticut, and it's from the Japanese government, and they are investing $50 million, that's approximately £35 million, on a museum for UFOs, as you see here. And all the top part of this project here is covering all the information that they found on UFOs, a museum for UFOs. And this is what it actually will look like. The work is commencing in 1994 and will be finished in 1996. If the UFO phenomena is a hoax, why is a government spending $50 million on a museum for it? This is what we can't understand. Also, if you're interested in this whole phenomena, I suggest that you buy a book called Majestic by Whitley Strieber. The man has already written several others, including Communion. Also, if you're really interested, I suggest this book, Secret Life, because it's all about alien abductions. 8,000 people went onto the streets of Washington only 7 days ago to protest about the cover-up of what is going on behind the scenes. I really suggest this is good reading if you really want to know what is going on. Hello? Uh-huh. Really? When did this happen? Right. Can we meet you? Okay. What should we say? 1 o'clock? Brainwild Hern, yeah? I know the place, yeah. Okay. Right. Fine, thanks for ringing. Bye. Well, that's interesting. Somebody's just phoned up and told us that they've seen a UFO today. We'll go take a look. Well, as we promised you that as the season of the crops formations ended, that we'd keep you posted on different things that had happened throughout the rest of the year. Here we are with a couple of gents who have seen something strange heading from Andover towards, I would say, Newbury. They were out pigeon shooting, and I'd like to interview them now. It's Pete and Dave? Glenn. Pete and Glenn. Who wants to go first? Peter?
Yeah.
Well, what actually happened here, you know?
Well, we were pigeon shooting just across there, under the tree.
By the water trough there?
Yeah, a few hundred yards. And a balloon-like object come along from the right to the left. And I said to Glenn, I said, what's this? He said, oh, it's one of those little gas balloons that kids let up. And when it got closer to us, you could see that it wasn't, it wasn't a balloon. It was like a rusty brown colour. And it was following the pylon lines. And when it got in front, just directly in front of us, it changed from an oval shape to sort of like an oblong shape. And when it got a bit further, it went completely on its side. It was about sort of 6 or 7 foot across. But it stayed really steady with the lines, and it was really windy that day. There was no movement, no jerking around or anything. It just stayed absolutely solid. There was no noise or anything. And it followed the lines. It never went higher or lower or anything. And right out of distance, every single pylon, it was staying exactly the same distance away from it.
Glenn, what do you think about this? Did you see the same thing?
I saw exactly the same thing. As Peter said, it came from the right to the left. As we got to the pylon, this one over here, it changed shape. It seemed to go from the circle shape, it seemed to change to more or less a sausage shape. Right the way through to the pylons, right the way through to the end.
You may be sat at home thinking this is a load of bullshine, but I'd like to ask, are you in any way messing us about? I mean, it is raining, we don't have to be here, either of us. So what would you say to that, to the viewers, actually?
Well, I said to Glenn on the way up here, I thought to myself, if you were going to ask us to add anything into this story, to make it better for people to listen to, I wasn't going to have anything to do with it, because we got no reason to lie to you. We were only just sort of pigeon shooting, in a country place like this, and we thought you might be interested to sort of know the story about it, because I've seen you on the television, and I thought, well, I'd ring you up and let you know. This is no lies whatsoever. We've got no reason to lie about it at all.
Well, I am dead serious about everything that I do connected with this, because I know so much information now that it's becoming stupid to even think that there isn't UFOs. So thank you very much, both of you, for being honest with us, and keep your eyes open.
We definitely
certainly will. No worries.
We just hope they don't get rid of our pigeons, though.
Thank you. Some kind of story that was. And here we go. Here we go. Well, here I am back at the Chantry Centre. What do you think of that story then? They seem genuine guys to me. Listen, if anybody out there has got any strange stories and they want them aired to the hundreds, if not thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of viewers, please phone 3355556 and we'll pick up the phone, and your story will be treated, if you wish, with the utmost of confidence. Or we can put it straight out on TV. Thank you.
Well, this is Town TV on the road. It's about 10 to 11 now, and we just come back from one incident. We're just going to wait for another one. And
something else we can find.
It's 10 to 11, just coming up to pub closing time, so it should be quite interesting in just a minute.
Last orders have been shouted.
Last orders have been shouted, and
we just wait and see. Wait and see.
We'll wait and see. With Dave, our intrepid reporter.
Cold.
Steve, the intrepid cameraman.
We're all cold.
And we're all cold. The police are doing a grand job. So, we'll see you in a minute. What's the busiest night of the week? Saturday night, son?
It can vary. Sometimes it's sort of like a Sunday afternoon.
Really?
When you wouldn't expect it to be busy, probably there's less manning on. And suddenly, we have about 2 or 3 incidents going, particularly an accident on the A303, and then we sort of run out of policemen. They become sort of very busy with a large number of calls coming in.
So where are we off to now?
Right, you see up in front, the vehicle up in front that's got one light out.
Yeah.
You may or may not be aware of it, but we'll stop him, speak to the driver, go from there. Speak to the gentleman. Let's check he doesn't mind being filmed.
No, we've just pulled up just outside of, up the ring road, just up from the Folly. We brought a young guy who's driving his car. He's got a defective back light. Obviously they're going to just find out whether he's aware of the fact or whether it's an ongoing thing. And whether he's even got, it's the car's his or anything, we don't know. It's probably his car and there's nothing untoward going on.
He's recently purchased a vehicle from an auction and the rear light bracket's broken.
Yeah.
He's going to get it fixed and it's got dodgy wiring. As you see, probably when we stopped, he had a go to try and fix it and the light came on. Now there's something else wrong with the lights. Looks like the rear fog light's on, but...
Has he got far to go?
No, he's just round the corner and he'll be home.
Yeah. So you can follow him back, or...?
No, basically the vehicle's his, it's all in order, so trust that he's going to go home and fix it tomorrow before he comes out.
And if he doesn't?
Well, if he doesn't, obviously, being a local officer, I'm more than likely going to see him again.
Yeah.
Next time, if he's found out with that vehicle defect, he'll just be reported for the offence, taken to court, or given an what we sometimes issue to people is a form, a vehicle defect rectification form, to allow them to fix their vehicle within 14 days. If they don't fix a vehicle within that time limit, they then get taken to court. But I mean, most times with the light out, a lot of people don't realise that the light's out anyway, so you're doing them a favour by stopping them. And
we just sort of said that we better get ours checked and make sure that Steve's got all his lights working. So when we stop in a minute, we'll go and check. Carl, where are we off to now then?
Right, basically, we're going to just wander back into town.
Yeah.
It's coming up to 20 past 11, so people would have had time to come out of the pubs. I think those that were going to go home will have gone off. We'll just see who's about. We find that basically between this time now and really the kicking out of flicks at 2 o'clock, the town's very quiet.
So they're all stood up over there, look, waiting for the taxis. Looks like somebody's just got back off the ferry. All that beer. all dressed up, nowhere to go. Well, there is somewhere to go, but they can't afford to go there. They spent all their money in the pub.
What time are we now?
What time are we now? We're now at 11:30.
11. Quite a few people still out and about. Unfortunately, with the majority of these calls that we go to, what the control room, what information they have is very minimal.
Yeah.
And what we have is very minimal, so...
Yeah. So you're going up there now just to sort of check out the situation and see if it's calmed down?
Yeah, or, I mean, you don't know whether it could be something very, very serious. It could be some violent domestic going on between various parties. Or it could be just the neighbours have overheard the next door's roaring, so they've called us, thinking there's something going on.
On the other side of it, it's probably better, it's good for them if they do that, because you never know, there might be something going on there.
Yeah. There's this common misconception that the police don't get involved in domestic disputes, which is a sort of husband and wife argument or whatever, and that the husband or the wife believe that they can do anything and they're outside the law, which is not the case, obviously.
They can still be arrested, what, breach of peace?
Breach of the peace, any assault that takes place, as long as there is the power of arrest for it, they can be arrested.
Yeah.
And we very much do get involved.
In this situation, obviously, we can't go in because it might sort of fuel it, as it were, as opposed to just sort of them going in and calming the situation down if there is a situation. But we'll stay out here and wait, sort of see what happens. And obviously, Carl will let us know and fill us in later on when he comes back out. But again, we've got to keep a low profile, or as low a profile as we can. But obviously, still show you sort of what goes on as it happens. But we'll come back, obviously, when we find out more and let you know what's going on. But until then, we'll see you in a little bit.
Well, it appears to be some form of argument that's happened between husband and wife, both who've been drinking. We've attended, spoken to both parties. They seem to be calming down. Hopefully they will go to bed and that'll be the end of it.
So no repercussions on that?
None at all.
As I say, we give advice to both parties and as much as we can, and hopefully that's resolved this situation.
It's Sunday the 5th of December and the lead into Christmas, and we're stood in the grounds of Winchester Cathedral and just been listening to the beautiful singing of the choir there, and we're going to be showing you some clips of the Winchester Cathedral choir singing. But not only Winchester, we're going to be bringing you Andover choirs, St Mary's Church and all the different churches around Andover, hopefully in the period up to Christmas, because after all that's what the real meaning of Christmas is all about. So anyway, if you want to come into the studio and sing a few carols yourselves, call us on Andover 33556, Andover 33556. Come into the studio in the Chantry Way and sing a few carols to us and to the rest of Andover. So look forward to seeing you then, and have a Merry Christmas.
Hello. What's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah. How old are you, Hannah?
5.
And are you looking forward to Christmas? Yeah. What's Father Christmas going to bring you?
I don't know.
What do you want him to bring you?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, I hope whatever it is you like it. What's your name?
Catherine.
And how old are you, Catherine?
5.
And do you want to be on the telly?
Yeah.
Because you will be.
I do.
And what are you hoping for Christmas?
A skate doll. No, a walking doll.
A walking doll? And do you think Father Christmas will bring you one?
Yeah.
Let's hope so, hey? See you later.
What about her?
And what's your name?
Adele. Adele. She's 5.
You're 5 too. Is she your...
She went to stay with me. I'm our friend.
Say hello. And what's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah. And where are you both from, even?
Andover.
I know that. Whereabouts? What area?
Southend Road.
Southend Road. Where are you from?
Chris Gardens.
Are you friends?
Yeah.
And what have you come here for tonight?
To watch our sisters.
We're about to hear now from Abbotsand School, the last choir before the lighting ceremony. I hope you can see me through all this breath here. Let's listen to the choir. And here we have it, the Deputy Mayor about to turn on the lights for the 1993 Christmas. Yes! And here we have down the High Street as well, beautiful tree. And if we look down the High Street, we can see all the lamps down the street, got the Christmas lights. Great sight.